The RPD is one of the newest guns added to Escape from Tarkov, making it the third light machine gun added to the game. It shoots 7.62 by 39 ammunition, which has long been a dominant caliber in Escape from Tarkov, but this thing is huge, unruly, and has some interesting quirks. So today we're going to take a look to see if the RPD is meta or if it's just another meme gun. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Hey, I think it's time we can finally admit that gaming is more than just a hobby. If you're anything like me, it's a part of your life that you take really seriously. And that's why I'm super excited to introduce a game changer in the PC world, StinceBuilt.com. No matter what you play, if you are looking for top of the line when it comes to gaming, StinceBuilt has you covered. I main Escape from Tarkov, which means I need the absolute best in gaming performance. With their Tarkov-tailored, performance-focused custom PCs, you'll be dominating the new Tarkov wipe like a true pro. But here's the best part. StinceBuilt isn't about pre-built systems. No, they're about premium built rigs that are handcrafted to perfection. You're not just getting a PC, you're getting a masterpiece that's designed to push your frames and gaming limits to the max. And that's not all. StinceBuilt takes it up a notch with their game optimization expertise. They fine-tune your system to squeeze out every ounce of performance, ensuring that you experience your favorite games the way they were meant to be played, without any compromises. And if that interests you, you can save big while you're at it. Use code KAZAM at checkout and you can slash up to $100 off your next system upgrade. So if you're ready to take your gaming rig to a whole new level, it's time to make a change. Say goodbye to average and say hello to excellence with StinceBuilt. Head over to StinceBuilt's website right now to explore their custom PC options and get ready to game like never before with StinceBuilt. And be sure to use that $100 that you saved on something super important, like more pizza. Right off the bat, I'm going to definitively say that this gun is, yes, both a meme and absolutely meta. There are a few downsides to this gun that ultimately make it something that you might not want to main all of the time, but this gun performs way better than it has any right to, and legitimately might be one of the best 7.62 by 39 guns that we have in the game right now. First, let's go ahead and take a look at the availability of this gun. So you can purchase the RPD at level 3 proper, and you can purchase it for 90,000 rubles. You get 2 per reset. 90,000 rubles really isn't that bad. Now, you only get 100 round mags with this thing, and you can also buy them here at proper level 3. They are 23,000 rubles, kind of expensive for a mag, and you can get 2 of these as well. There is a secondary version of the RPD called the RPD-N. That is for barter at level 3 mechanic. That is for one of the military circuit boards and one of the cyclones. Now this, depending on when you get them on the fleet, is going to be about 80 to 90,000 rubles, so kind of right in the same price range there. The main differences here, other than the RPD-N having the shorter barrel, is that the RPD-N actually has the dovetail mount on it, meaning that you can put red dots and some other mounts on it, even mounts that allow you to put scopes on. The RPD is just iron sights. You can't really do anything to it. The RPD-N, if you wanted to throw the longer barrel on, you could. It does give you a little bit better stats, but honestly, I wouldn't worry about that too much. The main difference here is that dovetail mount. It allows you to put on dots that attach right on the dovetail, like the OKP7 here. It also allows you to put on different mounts that then you can add. The XPS3 are really popular. You can throw these on, and certain mounts like this Cobra one here actually lets you put on like a flashlight or a laser. That is actually the only way to put a flashlight or a laser on, and it's a little bit less than ideal because it kind of sticks out on the left side, but you can do it if you want. And if you want to get crazy with it, you can put, the risers on top of that, and then that allows you to put on scope mounts. And if you want to get crazy, you can even put, a super long range scope on here. But that is really it as far as modability. The RPD-N gives you the option to throw on that dovetail, any sort of adapters, and you can kind of go as far down that you would like to. Now, moving on to ammunition, 7.62 is a really well-known caliber in the game. We're all pretty familiar with it. No surprises here. PP is going to be kind of one of the dominant rounds. If you can get to proper level 4, it's about 700 rubles a round, but 41 pen, 55 damage. This thing shreds, especially since just shoot for the face and you have 100 rounds, so just keep shooting. PS is a nice alternative if you haven't gotten to level 4 proper yet. 35 pen, 57 damage. Obviously, you're sacrificing a little bit of that pen there, but if it's all you have, go for it. A nice little shout out here is for the US ammo. Now, you are way down at 29 pen, 56 damage, which is respectable. 29 pen, less than ideal. However, it does reduce the recoil of the gun by 30, which is significant. A side-by-side comparison of with any other ammo or with US ammo is pretty compelling. This thing becomes an absolute laser beam when you have US in it. So there may be some situations where if you can hit headshots or you can hit really consistent shots, on someone's armor, that 29 pen might not be that big of a deal. Now we have all sorts of ear and throat and armpit hitboxes, so US can be actually pretty fun in this as well. BP is, of course, the best round, one of the more dominant rounds. However, this wipe, it's a little bit out of reach. You have to get to level 45, then you have to complete the quest called Intimidator, then you unlock the ability to craft 762 BP, and the craft kind of takes a while and might not be that worth it. I don't know, that's up to you. 47 pen, 58 damage, obviously a great round. If you find somewhere, if you kill somebody with it, use it. But I feel like this will be another wipe where 4 762 guns, PP will probably dominate. All that being said, let's talk about how this gun actually performs. And quite honestly, this thing is pretty insane. It is super fun and super easy to shoot. Almost too easy to shoot. I don't really know what happened to 762 by 39 this wipe with the new recoil changes. The RD704 and the Mutant were obviously two guns that have dominated the Tarkov meta for a really long time now. They shoot a really good caliber and they were just really easy to shoot. This wipe, not so much. They just don't feel the same. It feels like there's been a little bit of additional horizontal recoil added into the mix that just makes them a little bit inconsistent and maybe a little too inconsistent to really want to spend all of that money on. However, the RPD comes in and this just feels great. It just feels a little bit more consistent. It feels as good, or in some cases even better and more easy to shoot than fully modified Mutants or RD704s. And because of all that, the RPD really does have a lot of things going for it. It's cheap and relatively accessible at only level 3 traders. You don't need to spend hundreds of thousands of rubles modifying this gun out if you don't want to. It has very high capacity mags, it shoots a great caliber, and it is really easy to shoot and has low recoil. But there is another side to this coin, and while some of these things might not seem like a big deal or deal breakers, they do add up to making me not want to run this gun all the time. Configuring it with a scope does take up a ton of your screen. The ergonomics of this just don't feel good. If you have some of these crazy mounts on there to get like a long range scope or just a flashlight and a red dot on there, it feels like it takes up a lot of your peripheral vision on the right side of your screen. And that peripheral vision can be really important in Tarkov. This is just something where I find myself not wanting to run this gun for very long because of this reason. Additionally, there's no great way to put a flashlight or a laser on it. And those two utilities are extremely important in Tarkov. Being able to turn on your flashlight to illuminate a dark area on a map, or using a laser for that bonus point fire accuracy. I find myself wanting these things, but not wanting to put it on the RPD because it kind of just sticks out on the left side and is so close to the screen. It just feels kind of awkward. Reloads and repacks take ages. If you have to repack these mags in raid, you might as well just take a nap while you wait. And the reload animation takes forever. If you are ever backed into a corner and somebody's close to you and you have to reload, they have a ton of time to close the distance and basically just catch you with your pants down. Additionally, the RPD cannot be suppressed, which is understandable because it's an LMG, but I know a lot of people like to run suppressed, and you can't buy these on the flea market, and they are pretty limited with the traders. Once again, if you want an optic on it, you can only buy the RPD-N, and you can only buy one of them per reset. Sure, you can stock up on them if you want, but it is just something to take note of. So ultimately, that is the RPD. It is kind of a meme, but it is also kind of meta. Every time I'm using one of these things, somebody comes in and is asking what the hell I am using because it just looks like a monstrosity, but at the same time, this thing absolutely mows people down. It hits like a truck. It feels really good to shoot, and you can just shoot this thing forever. One of the actual use cases for this thing is really squad play, but being able to provide suppressing fire is actually kind of nice. If you're in a squad and one of you has one of these and you know that there are enemies, behind this corner or in this container, you can just put the pressure on and keep them from peeking while your buddies go to make a flank. You can, cover with sound. If somebody's close and you're trying to make a swing on them, you can just hold mouse 1 while you swing them and never really have to worry about running out of ammo. So this does kind of, in my opinion, have a case more in a squad of people that are trying to use it, or you can, just SJ6 and run around with it like a Chad. That's fun too. But definitely let me know what you think about the RPD down in the comments below. If you haven't tried one yet, they're pretty cheap. I definitely recommend you trying one. They are super fun to run. If you like this video, think about dropping a like, commenting down below, or subscribing to the channel for more content like this. I stream Escape from Tarkov on Twitch 6 days a week. My links will be down below. And if you're looking for people to play Tarkov with, our Discord is an awesome place to be. That link is down below as well. Thank you again for stopping by, and I will definitely see y'all on the next one.